Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Trying the right side. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Jackson now on 3rd. His first throw is an interception. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, Right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Play made by Deron Payne. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. It's taken in by Sinnott. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Running for the first time with a man out of Florida State. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
They'll run here on first down. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. It's Nix out of the pistol. Has it down close. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Cut along the left sideline. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now a give on the counter. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut in the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Gain of about 4, and that brings up 4th and 2.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Giants football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Nix. Caught by his back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on the line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they're gonna touch him down after a short pickup.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson to the air. It is Cup, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
The back grabs it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nick's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Jake Bailey on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punch, so this one's pushing a little more distance. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Hits his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Lamar. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. He lobs it deep middle. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They'll bring out the punter here. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And they fake it on 4th and 1. And he's caught before he can challenge for the first, so the fake doesn't work, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, quick pass wide. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move the chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense going.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Brought in right side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Simple dive up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Third and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. It's inside the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Nicks off the play action. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
Rolling left, buying some time. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running left, here's Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Gonna keep this one and go. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook. And like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
First and 10 from the 41. Changing it up here, Jackson. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Hand off to the back. Has a lane inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Well, he got his own miscue back, so no harm, no foul, but they are still not happy seeing him putting that football on the ground.
It's not like he just dropped it, though. Took a pretty nice hit to jar it free, but what do they teach you? When you got a nice game, what do you got to do?
Ball security, Brock, is job security.
Put that on a T-shirt.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Blown back gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Nix. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Now Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants come through to tie it in the 4th. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score Giants 25, Ravens 24.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll run it from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Giants trailing by 5. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now to throw. Into traffic. Complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Setting up to pass. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Try and push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on and that nice extra time off. So for Brock Ewert, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.